cause that blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, will point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Open man, Butler complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rudolph. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. The first down carry here for Johnson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
On first down, it's Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And into the Red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Rudolph, and finding the tight end Hooper. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now it's Rudolph. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hakeem Butler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out as we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Johnson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now Rudolph with 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The kick by Pinheiro is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a 10th carry for Johnson, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, it's Johnson. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Rudolph. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Mahomes going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
I'm going back to you. Let's go.
Here's Rudolph. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 50, it's Rudolph. That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Ready? 30 base. I got you. Get it.
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. Johnson's got it complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. So
now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. The previous play went to the offense with a nice run, but that last play we just saw certainly went to the defense.
So you're keeping a little bit of a ledger there, aren't you?
Tally.
You know, somebody wins, someone loses.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, and we're going to focus. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rudolph. It's caught by Hooper. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up 1st down, too.
Rudolph. That's complete to Butler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Now Rudolph on 1st down. This is Butler making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and 15 now, Rudolph. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Rudolph looking to throw it. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, Mahomes. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it. And it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's able to find Diggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mahomes firing complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that's complete. It's Green here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2. And again, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Flush to his touchdown, Minnesota. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. He gets this one to Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Rudolph looking to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 87 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now Johnson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. A little bit of tough catch, though, falls incomplete. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A game there of 30 big ones. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Mahomes going to throw. Finding Green complete. A good pickup there, a 22. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got Green. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down on the scoreboard. 2:09 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. On 1st down, Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on, set. 30 base. Now.
Rudolph. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 22. He's back to throw.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Now Rudolph.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there, little by little.
And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 39 yards there, a big one. They'll look to throw. A crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And they will take a knee here.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.